First off, welcome to Hard Candy, one of the studios that I teach at here in Denver. Second, I want to just express gratitude and thank all of you for the amount of love that you've been giving this funny moth design that I made for my bag. I appreciate it. A lot of you have just expressed a lot of interest and a lot of love for the design, so I appreciate that. It was definitely a labor of love and a lot of learning curves within it, but I had fun creating it. I mean, obviously I have like the pole dance things like the feral shirts and beanies, and y'all have really been liking these moths, so thank you for that. I'm once again going to be sponsoring my own video by me. The video is sponsored, but by me, so not really. I just wanted to let you know that if you saw the videos last year where I went on a group trip with Benta to Iceland with a bunch of other people and met a bunch of other people and had this awesome adventure with everybody. I'm doing another one of those. However, Iceland is one of the most expensive places in the world, so it wasn't financially accessible for a lot of people, and I wanted to make another group trip that was financially accessible for a lot of people. I set up another group trip. We're going to Costa Rica, and I actually opened that group trip a couple months ago, and it is booked and sold out. So many more people were bummed and wanted to go, so I talked to the company, and they opened up yet another trip. So back to back in February of next year, we will all be going to Costa Rica. Leave the link down below if you're interested, but basically the full details are all in that link. It is $1,800 for one person, but that includes like literally everything except for your plane ticket and like travel insurance. I mean everything, as in transportation to and from the airport and to the hotels that we're staying at, all the excursions, all the food, literally everything. You would be sharing a room with somebody. You can upgrade and get your own room, or you can bring somebody with you and you can share rooms with them. The link is down below. I'm super, super excited. There's all these different excursions and we're gonna be doing some really cool things. And Costa Rica is one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. And I believe all of the food, at least at the first hotel, is 100% vegan. So if you are worried about anything like that, 100% vegan, and it's very easy to eat vegan. And from what I've heard from other travelers, it's very easy to eat gluten-free and celiac-free in Costa Rica as well. So if that is anything of your concern, do a little more research on the celiac, but from all of the research that I've done and from people that I've talked to who have a gluten intolerance, not celiacs, but gluten intolerance, they have all said that it was just incredibly easy and they didn't even need to use like the translate cards when they were out in restaurants. People just kind of already knew and took care of them. So hopefully, if you're interested in going to Costa Rica with me next year in February, it is open for literally anybody. Just don't be a creep. That's it. And there are limited spots on this one. Put a survey in, and that will just kind of tell me that you're interested. But if you don't put in a deposit, you don't have a spot. So just so there's no confusion and you like put in a survey and you're like, oh, I have my spot reserved. You don't. It has to be the deposit. So make sure you get the deposit in. If you're like, yes, I really want to reserve that spot, that one's mine, do that. Regardless, whether you can make it to this one or maybe the next one, I really enjoy them. I like being able to travel with new people. I like being able to meet a lot of you. I don't know. It's just kind of like all encompassing of what I feel like my channel is. Oh, I also forgot to tell you that if you're interested in learning pole from me, I actually do have videos that are offered on my Patreon. You don't have to sign up for the whole Patreon monthly membership. You can just buy whatever video per video. So if you only want like one combo, one warm up, and then like a choreo, you can buy that. And they're pretty reasonably priced, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. I think that's actually it. Yeah, I think that's actually it.
We're headed to a little barbecue cookout thing at Frankie's place, so I'm just making roasted carrots. That's literally it. Basically carrot fries, but they're really good. Also, carrots represent joy, abundance, and communities, so might as well bring all that energy.
You'll never know love at the right point, and now you're leaving when it gets hard. Should've kept it straight from the jump. Why'd we come this far to get this far? I should leave it alone, 'cause there's no proof of you staying. Your mind was made up a couple months ago. Oh no, I know you don't have much to say, yeah, that's clear now.
It is the full moon, it's a Thursday, and it's the full moon Capricorn, I think. Just kind of revamp the energy in here, as well as I really need to clean off my altars. And I'm going to place some wards and some charms up as well.
How could you let me get away still? Well, I still cry, I won't lie. But you'll never know if I'm fine. Am I alright? Well, you'll never know. You took this path on your own time without giving us a try. So we'll never know. Feel good, won't feel bad tonight. I feel good, won't feel bad tonight. I feel good, don't care where you're at tonight. I feel good, you wonder where I'm at tonight. I'm at tonight.
I have been needing a new tripod because my old one, as much as I liked it and how kind of travel friendly it was like breaking, and it just wasn't, it was kind of like getting wonky. So somehow, just by the odds of the universe or whatever, Ulanzi reached out, and Ulanzi is like a really nice brand, and they just released this like travel video overhead tripod. So it's got all these bits and bobs, and it's got all these like, look how fast that opens. I love that. It is heavier and bulkier than my other travel one from Benro. That's where it's from. However, I like this one a lot because I feel like it's got a lot more stability in the tripod as a whole, whereas the Benro one, it's just, it's super wobbly. And as much as I like it of how travel friendly it is, it just like was not working very well for stable setups, which, being that my camera she's hefty, you know, she's a big girl, I do need something a little more sturdy. So I've been really liking it. So thanks, Ulanzi, for sending this to me. I'll leave a link if you're curious, if you want to check them out, but this is like the new version. This is a new tripod that they have. And I also used it for a top-down shot for the sketchbook tour of this sketchbook that I'll be posting soon here, if it's not already posted in the future, if you're watching this from the future. Okay, so the rest of this vlog is kind of a mess because I wasn't really filming intentionally since I was super busy, and I was just trying to take some time off and like not be in work mode. Since this has been uploaded, I visited my family in Hawaii, and I taught my niece how to read tea leaves, as well as how to communicate with some plant spirits because she wanted to do some spells from Marshall's book. I also painted all of the kids' nails with my magic nail polish. It was just the thermo nail polish that changes colors from Mooncat, and brought yet another storm with me. There's just a joke
that I bring storms, because when I visited Okinawa, there was a typhoon. When I was in New Orleans, there was Hurricane Ida. And then when I visited Hawaii, there was the tsunami warning. Luckily, it was super underwhelming, and like the tsunami was really just a bunch of swells in the ocean, but everybody did follow the evacuation, and you know, everybody was safe and good. Then London and I did a little road trip from Denver to California. Stopped in a couple of places, really just intentionally to stop for the night, but we actually found some fun gems, like in St. George, Utah, out of all places. I poked around a Mormon temple just because it was like one of the landmarks and it looked pretty. However, I could not get the song Turn It Off from the Book of Mormon out of my head. It was just playing nonstop in my head while I was walking around. And then I ended up at this cafe, which I thought was super cute. And apparently ordering a large coffee. Here in the US, it's like 20 ounces, which is already pretty big. The barista handed me 32 ounces of coffee. This is the coffee in question. When I looked at their menu, it said it had anywhere between 4 and 6 shots. I was going to be phasing through the walls if I was drinking any more than in that photo. I don't think I finished it. And apparently I was the only person that wasn't being a dick for some reason, because I went and purchased 3 stickers, 2 of which she gave me for free. And then right after that, she came back later and gave me a free scone. So while we were in St. George, we found this flyer for a donkey history museum. And at first, Lana and I were like, a donkey history museum? How much history can be behind donkeys? A lot, apparently, because it was on our way. It was on our route, so might as well. And we stopped. It was free admission, and it turned out to be really cute, to be honest. So we both woke up at 6:30, 3 or 4 hours earlier than we originally were going to wake up, just so that we could fit this in. And actually, it had a lot of interesting information, and this tidbit about the Democratic Party, of why it's a donkey. It was just cute overall, and definitely worth the stop. Otherwise, my month is going to be kind of crazy, so I hope that you have a good rest of your August, unless, of course, you are part of the US administration or part of ICE. In that case, get fucked. May your gods treat you as you've treated others. Bye.